Right, so in today's video, we're back on the top tier to have a look at this small lawn. It's been around about a week and a half now since we put the application of lawn feed down. And you can see just from the stripes that we've got at the moment, it's looking absolutely amazing. If you just bring it in close to the lawn now, you can just see how unbelievably thick and dense the actual space is. It is going to need a scarify at some point because, you know, grass can almost become a little bit too dense. If you've got too many grass plants going in the same space, it can cause disease. But for the moment, we are okay. So what we are going to do in today's video is we're going to get the Alice out and we're going to take this lawn down a little bit shorter. I have been cutting it at 20 mil, but I think it's time we brought it down now to around about 15. Just give it a go, see what it looks like. Oh, it's getting no easier to lift onto the top tier. 40 odd kilos, weighs an absolute ton. So you can see there on the indicator, we've been cutting at roughly 20 mil, but let's bring it down today to 15. There we go. The main rule that sort of gets thrown around when it comes to cutting your lawn is the 1/3 rule, about only taking off the top third of your grass plants. If this is at 20 mil now and I'm taking it down to 15, it's only a quarter of the plant. So it's just within the actual parameters of that rule. But again, that rule is just a guideline. As I always say, if you take off a little bit too much, no one's going to die. It'll always grow back, hopefully, anyway. Just checking there if that was a high spot in between. It's not actually a high spot, it's just where the grass is a little bit wet today and it's obviously pressed in a bit of a funny manner. I did a second pass just to be sure these little lines between each of the stripes isn't actually longer grass. It's just because the lawn is a little bit wet today. We've not had a dry spell in quite some time where I am, so today was like lightning in a bottle, getting a bit of sunshine this evening, but the lawn's looking boss. Let's just get up close. You can just see how nice that sward actually is. It's so tightly packed together, it's so dense, and I mean, for turf, it's looking amazing. I've always got to say a big thanks to Tillers Turf and Lawn Association for actually sorting us out with this turf. It's superb. I mean, talk about a fast track to having a boss lawn. Something like this is going to take months and months and months to establish. I am doing something similar on the bottom tier, but this one is just ahead of the game at the moment. But I also have a new tool as well that I'm going to be using in today's video. A lot of people told me to pick up a set of edging shears just to get a really nice crisp line around the outside of the lawn, and that is what I have gone and done. So I picked these up the other day at Kent and Stowe from the garden centre. They were a little bit expensive, but sometimes, you know, when you're just in the shop and you think, I'll just buy it whilst I'm here. It was kind of one of those purchases. I've only used them once before on the edge of the lawn and the boss. The only issue is though, I can't do these edges with them round here because the depth of the actual blade there, so I'm still using the strimmer on these edges. Probably need to get a different type of lawn edger to actually do that, but I can certainly do it on the edge around the flower bed. And before I do, this is some of the content that you're not really going to get from any of the other YouTube channels. It's all this horrible grass. You can see some down at the front there. A lot of the grass that's coming through in the flower bed isn't the Ben fescue stuff like I said before. This is turf. It's from the overseeding that I did on this lawn before we actually decided to go with the turf instead. It is ryegrass in there. I'm going to kill it off. I've got a method that I'm going to use, which is aggressive, but without using chemicals. You know, that'll be in a future video if it all goes to plan. But yeah, let's get these edge and shears. Let's trim the edge, see what it looks like. You know what, it's not perfect, but there's something just really therapeutic about going across and actually taking the edge off by hand. The strimmer's really good at doing this and it is a lot quicker, but there's just something satisfying about taking your time and getting it right. Now that looking at it from the camera's angle there, there's a few dips in it. Nah, it's okay, no one's going to die, are they? So there we go, the lawn has now been cut at 15 mil, and that's going to be the go-to, especially over the next few weeks now. I have got another product that I am going to be putting down on this lawn very soon. I've actually picked myself up a battery-powered knapsack sprayer, which is definitely going to help with getting like liquids down onto the lawn, but I'm not sure this lawn is ready for it yet because it's still just looking absolutely superb. So cheers for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to give it a like, and if you'd like to follow along with any more videos like this or any lawn renovation videos, garden renovation stuff, head over to my channel. There's tons of stuff on there. I think to say as well, my Instagram is in the description below, so you can follow along there. I post loads of stuff throughout the weeks, so on and so forth, so head over to that. And yeah, finally, thanks for watching.